Did I see somewhere this week there were some nerves that your mother might be watching?
Yeah, she might be here.
Is that genuinely more pressure, or are you kind of excited to show out for her? What's the emotions of that one?
It'll be dope for her to come. She doesn't come to all my fights, so
Yeah.
it'll be nice to see her in the crowd.
What's the feeling about this fight, right? You're fighting a guy, we know he's a good grappler, but in his last fight he wasn't able to show that. He did lose on the feet. Are you thinking he's going to try and rectify that by being more grapple heavy, or is he going to try and make up for it by proving he can do all-rounder?
I think anybody that fights me is going to try to be more grappling heavy, regardless of what they did their last fight. So I expect them to really come out and try to push the pace on the ground and do all that. And
yeah.
Whatever.
When you know that ahead of time, does that kind of make your training sessions a bit easier, right? Because you're obviously great on the feet. You know what their strategy is going to be, so you know where you have to work on, right? It's not like it's going to be a sudden surprise if they go for a takedown.
Yeah, right. I just know I just got to get in there and work on my wrestling and jiu-jitsu and all that. But game plans usually never change, I still try to stay pretty active everywhere.
Yeah.
I try to stay in my Muay Thai gym, stay in my jiu-jitsu gym, and just kind of work on everything.
Yeah. I mean, this is a bit of a cliche question to ask, but how has training been for this one in particular, and how's the body feeling when we're just a couple of days away from fight night?
Good. Training's been real good. Real good. Everything has been going how I wanted it to go. And I got a chance to work on stuff that I didn't get to work on last camp, but it's real good.
Nice. Predictions may be the wrong word, but in your mind's eye, when you have the perfect ending to this fight, how would you love it to go?
Head kick, KO, 5 seconds in.
I know this is not your hometown, but your home state. Yeah. Do you feel like you're fighting at home, though?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Somewhat, not exactly, but it's close enough.
Yeah. Did you drive or did you fly out here?
I flew. I finished my camp in Vegas, so we all flew out.
Nice. Do you have a lot of friends and family coming to the fight?
Yeah. Whoever can come is gonna show up.
Nice. Yeah. And this will be your 4th fight, right? In the UFC, since joining the UFC. I'm just curious, have you re-signed a new contract? What's your contract situation with the UFC?
Yeah, I re-signed before the last fight.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm here to stay, hopefully.
Nice, yeah. And you've had, you've dished out performance of the night bonuses left and right, fight of the night bonuses. I mean, I know your last fight didn't go the way that you wanted, but overall, I mean, a pretty successful run so far in the UFC. I know you got here kind of late. You're not like one of these young 20-something prospect, 20-year-old something prospects that joined the UFC. Overall, how has your experience been? Was it what you expected?
Yeah, it was good. I think I got here when I needed to. I think if I would have came when I was young and 20-something, I would have just messed it all up. You couldn't give me that amount of money back then, man. I would have just messed everything up. But yeah, I think so far I like the way they handle their fighters, and I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, is that something you're kind of realizing now? Like once those performance of the night bonuses start coming in, you're like, yeah, I'm glad I'm experiencing this now and not maybe like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I would have fucked it all up. You would have found me in a ditch somewhere.
And just overall, like, what are your goals for your career in the UFC? Is there any names, any things that you would like to cross off, headlining an event? Is there any goals that you have?
No particular names or anything, but I just want to be the best. I want to come out here and I want to beat everybody that they put in front of me. I want to do it in dominant fashion. I want to put on exciting fights. I want to just go down in the history books.
Yeah. And I want to get your thoughts on that title fight in your weight class. You're obviously a pretty good striker. We're seeing, a pretty high level striking fight between Adesanya and Pereira. As a striker, have you enjoyed it a bit more than others? Kind of picking at their technique and whatnot, watching those two fight?
Yeah. It's just their storyline is more exciting than anything. They fought so many times. One of these times Adesanya has to win, right? Eventually. And I thought it was a good game plan that he did last time. He went out there and grappled him and exposed the big hole in his game. But it is exciting to see them go back and forth, tit for tat. And Adesanya be able to kind of pick him apart, and then Pereira can tough it out and then still take him out. I like that matchup.
Yeah. Is there a style you like more of?
Probably Adesanya. Like I'm a little more similar to his.
Yeah.
But Pereira, like that's always exciting, man. Just walking somebody down and then taking them out. Like, yeah, I like that.
Yeah. You think Adesanya is going to be able to get back his belt at 287? Couple weeks. Huh?
I don't know if it's going to happen at 287, but if you fight a guy 10 times, you got to beat him at least once, right?
Yeah.
So maybe this could be the one time, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Chidi over here. Your nickname is Chidi Chidi Bang Bang, like that 1968 movie. How did that nickname come about?
From the movie, I guess. Just like being made fun of as a kid, and little kids just say whatever they can, just hurt your feelings. So, I got called Chidi Chidi Bang Bang for the longest, like, even before I started fighting. And eventually, I needed a fight name, and I was like, I guess, but it worked out. I like.
Yeah, it worked out definitely.
Never seen the movie either.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think it's about a car or some shit, a flying car.
Do you plan on watching it after a win on Saturday?
Nah, probably not.
What are some of the best nicknames in MMA besides yourself? Like, what are some of your favorites?
I almost went with the Nigerian Nightmare.
Oh, really?
That was on the list. I can't really think of a lot. But yeah, I can't think of any on top.
Awesome. Thanks, Chidi.
Not a problem.
Just one more about Adesanya and Pereira. If a guy beat you like 3 times in a row, would you be like, I need a fourth, or would you be like, oh, fuck this guy?
I'm gonna find him in the parking lot or something, bro. like me and the homies gonna jump. I'm like, I'm gonna get this win.